Hi, my name is Elyran Kogan. I'm a tech leader in LivePerson. And I'm going to talk about an agent bot workshop on top of our messaging API. So we'll go over through the messaging API of LivePerson. And then we'll go over the agent API, the capabilities. And then we'll see agent bot implementations. And in the end, we'll have an interactive demo. And yesterday, we wrote an integration with Telestacks, so we will also present that. You might have seen it in the dangerous demo. Okay, so LivePerson messaging API. What we do basically is connect the consumers to the call center agents. We want to be able to do the messaging and let the agents connect and interact with our consumers. Now, agent bots are not part of our main platform. Our platform is live agents, but we could use agent bots in order to start and do some basic tasks, like if I just want to change my address or check my usage, a bot could handle that, can handle that. And then we can, if we need something else, we can escalate to a live agent. So our messaging API is based on WebSocket, which makes it asynchronous. And we have two patterns of request. The first is a request response. For example, if you start a new conversation, you can get a response, a conversation created. And we have a subscribe notification pattern, so you can subscribe to a specific topic and get all the notifications of that specific topic. Let's go over a few basic terms of LivePerson. We've got a conversation. What exactly is a conversation when you're talking about messaging? The consumer only sees a long thread of messages, but as a call center, we have to measure the start and end of each interaction and even bill by it. So we call that interaction a conversation. And we also have skills. The call center is divided into skills like sales and support, billing. And each agent has his own skill set. And the routing service will direct the conversations according to the skills of the agent and also the availability of the agents. Okay, now we'll go over the major capabilities of the API. So we've got an agent status. An agent can set his status online or away. And when he is not online, he won't be able to accept new conversations, although he'll still be able to interact with his current conversations. And we've got accept conversation. When a new conversation is routed to the agent, he gets a ring, a notification of the new conversation. And the routing service decides to which agent the new conversation will be routed to. And then they can either accept or reject it. Once he accepted the conversation, he can start publish messages. So of course, there are a few types of events. The first one is the content event. It can be a text or a file. That's the main usage. And we've got also presence events, like type in present, and a status, like when the message is accepted or read, the same as WhatsApp Vs. Conversation actions. An agent can transfer to another skill or transfer back to the queue of his own skill. It can also change the urgency of the conversation, and it can close the conversation. User profile. So a user can enter his own personal info, and then the agent can see it and personalize the consumer experience. So you can use the consumer's photo or address him by his name. That would make the experience more personalized. So after we went over the major capabilities, let's see some flows. when the agent bot it needs to initialize, so first it needs to do authentication. So he reaches the auth server and he gets an agent token. With that token, he can connect to the messaging server and get a WebSocket opened, and now he has a session opened. Now he can get his current conversation, get a response, and continue getting his notification. Now he's ready to start working. Now a new conversation will start. We'll go over the conversation flow. So the consumer requests a new conversation. The server notifies the consumer, responds to the consumer that the conversation was created, and also sends a ring notification to an agent. Now the agent accepts the chat, the conversation, and the conversation is updated. Both the consumer and the agent are getting the update. And now we can start publishing messages. So the consumer says, hi there, and the server notifies the agent. Same way the other way around. And in the end, we can decide to close the conversation, and the server will notify the other side that the conversation is closed. Okay, so I wrote proof of concept agent bot in Java. We're gonna go over some code. How many in the crowd here knows to code in Java? Quite a few, okay. So first, we have the example of the Echo bot. I hope you can see it clearly enough. Basically, this is just the extension of the main agent bot with is a specific implementation. As you can see, there's not much code here. The only thing he has is when he gets a message, he just decides to reply with echo of that message. Quite simple. We can see it now in action. So this is the consumer mobile app. And the consumer just says hi. It will soon be routed to an agent. So this is the Echo bot. He answers. Now we just write something. And you get a response, echo. Yeah, quite simple. Okay, when you say bye, it just closes the conversation. Okay, so that was a simple bot. Now let's dive into more details. So basically what we do here first, authentication. Then we need to create the WebSocket client and the message handler. We add the message handler to the client, and then we can connect. I also added a log handler just to print it in my logs. And now, after we do that, we have an agent bot that is initialized. Now, this is a message handler. In this proof of concept, I only handled 4 messages I needed. So we've got a ring updated, which is the status of the ring. Then he accepts or rejects. We got the user profile here, and the conversation notifications, and the online events. So I'll not dive into the specific logic, but this is the main thing we need to implement in order to start getting all the events. So this is a small interface I did just to simplify the bot logic. We've got here a hello message that is just getting the first message when he connects. A reconnect will, if the agent bot service goes offline and comes back again, it can notify the consumer that he's back in the conversation. The reply is actually the main logic, and just need to decide how to reply to a specific message. And handle ring, you can decide if you want to accept or reject. Maybe you would like to accept a specific skill and reject another one. Okay, we have another example of a bot, change address bot. What this bot does is he asks the user to write his address, And then he sends it to Google API and displays on the map a location, and then asks the user if this is the correct location. If he accepted it, it'll just update it and send it back to the main bot. And if he rejected, it'll just need to ask again the address. There's another bot that I didn't display here, the routing bot. You might have seen it in the dangerous demo. The routing bot also has a simple logic. It just displays a few options and directs to a different skill. So let's see another short video. So we're starting a new conversation now. Actually, the first message is a trigger to start a new conversation on the consumer side. He's not aware of it. And the routing bot answered. Yeah, okay. So the routing bot asks, how can I help? And he wants to change address. So the address bot now answers and asks to type the address. And I typed here Lisbon address. It shows it on the map. And then the user accepted it. And it says, OK, great, I'll update it and return you back to the main bot. And it just ends the conversation. OK, so that was basically the implementation of the agent bot. And as I said earlier, we did yesterday an integration with Telestacks. I don't have any slides ready because we just did it yesterday. So, but what we can do is have a live demo. So let's just try to see if it's working. I can, I'll show you a number. This is an SMS number. And you can send an SMS. Oh, just a second, just to make sure our app is working. Okay, you can send an SMS to this number, and it should be working. I'll leave it just for a few more seconds so you could see the number, and then we'll go to the agent console and see if there are some conversations there. Oh, the screen is too small. The screen is a bit small, so I can't really see it. So has anyone got a conversation? Maybe you can show. Yeah, I even got a conversation that reached to a live agent who's talking with me. I'll just try to change the resolution. Maybe I'll just transfer this specific conversation to the Echo bot. Okay, we can see I have a few conversations here, 3 conversations. Let's look at one of them. So someone just need to type something, and then he'll get a joke, because in the demo of the dangerous demo, I modified the functionality of the Echo bot to be actually a joke bot. We can also see it live if I switch to my own client. The this is a bit small. Yeah. Okay, in here also you can see, I don't know if you can see the text, it's a bit small now. Let's just tell a joke if it's already here. Why was the JavaScript developer sad? Because he didn't know how to express himself. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that demonstration. It was great to see just the practicality and just how easy it is through the messaging API to be able to create, modify, and play with those bots. So well done. Do we have any questions? Let me just go to the back there. There's a, well, you can use the microphone there. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Alan. You know, in a call center, why we built a call center? We build a call center to do optimization of human resource. I mean, for example, in my call center we have 700 guys, and that's why it's very important to do workforce management. And I do believe one thing is necessary to have one queue for all interaction inside. I mean, voice, chat, email. So what is your plan to integrate in a queue to do statistics and then to do forecast to hire some new agents? Or well, what is your plan to these other medias?
Well, our main our CRO main idea is that we started with voice and chat, and the consumers moved on, and now we're mainly focusing on messaging, because this way the agent can handle 10, even 20 conversations at the same time. It's not.
Yes, but you know, this is the Erlang law, you know. If you have two teams, one team focus on chat, another team focus on voice, you are losing money on your call center. It's better to have only one team answer call, answer email, answer chat. And that's why I would like to know if you have some vision about integrate all media with your same system.
We used to do that. And as long as we moved on, we just saw that voice is being used less and less by our customers, and they all want to move to the newer platforms. So we almost completely abandoned voice, and we're mainly doing chat and messaging, and all the agent can do both and handle these interactions. Also, we have some other integrations, for example, co-browse, which is screen sharing, and we're always looking for new ways to innovate and have the best interactions we can with our consumers.
Excellent. That was great. Thank you so much, Elyran.
Thank you.